Welcome back in, builders. We're continuing on with Kracken Elite. Right away, we have a Supreme Council task, and I wanted to call out something here. So, in the early game, when you don't have all of your councils, the general stratagem is basically him generating kind of the low-level cards from other councils, like, say, Spy. But as you get your actual councils, if you come to the stratagem encyclopedia, you can actually see where things are coming from. So if we go over to the Economic Council, that's all of them. So if we go to Supreme Council, we can see that these are all other places. Foreign Council, Staff Council, Secret Service, etc., etc. None of these actually say Supreme Council. So I am pretty confident that we can just zero this out and it will have no effect. If I misunderstand that, please let me know in the comments, but I did want to call that out. Usually in the early game, I just like slowly lower this and lower this as we get more and more of our actual councils in. Not only are they better at making the cards, they can make higher tier, I'm going to call them cards, that he can't normally make. So just something to do there. Who knows, maybe that'll give us an extra political point every once in a while. Okay, we did have the new light aircraft, and I am going to design one. I do want to climb through the aircraft tech. So we're going to blueprint light aircraft. And what I'm hoping for here is that we can, yes, get rockets. And we know from, what would that be? Forgotten Wars, I believe, that really it's this third rocket that is able to pen about 150 millimeter armor. And that's really kind of, I think, the sweet spot for me for the efficiency. Below that, with small rockets, we were able to rare pin like light tanks that I think were running around with 100 mil armor. Maybe we got a few 100 mil stuff, but the mediums seem to be relatively effective. So you can see here, 550 firepower versus 400. Apparently that's just enough to click us on over. The other thing I like about the rockets is these are both air to ground, and I believe they can also fire air to air. So a little bit of a multi-use. They're not very good air to air, but they can do it. These can also be good, but on this light of an aircraft, you're gonna struggle with that. So for me, I would call this maybe I guess this would be a tactical bomber. Like a close air support, and it's literally just going to have the rockets. We could try to add in maybe a heavy machine gun. Well, that'd probably be a twin charge Gauss. We may have to drop that. Let's actually not start with that. Let's make sure we can get off the ground here. We may not be able to do this with a light propeller. Give it some fuel. Okay, okay, some wings, 3. Okay, that seems to be the sweet spot. Can we go heavier? Okay, the sweet spot. Okay, that's not actually the worst, if I'm being honest. Okay, 7 hexes is a little short. Like I said, 10 is kind of my sweet spot. If we added the MG, not really going to change it. If we added a lower. So heavy propeller is where that would want us to be. 7 hexes. I think I designed this no matter what because I want to be able to get the next aircraft. This is probably a little light for what I want it to do, and we also could just use a turboprop, frankly. Hopefully we'll pick that up. If we could get this out, though, get a little bit of field testing, and then make a new version that has a better propeller, I wouldn't hate that. We have a machine gun. We have some rockets. I think this isn't terrible. 7 hexes. It could be a little more if we roll really, really well on the design. I think this is okay. I'm actually relatively happy with that. We have some really good conditions on this planet for aircraft. Hence that we're actually able to kind of make low-tech airplanes. Airplanes very, very, very much like to have repeatable techs. A major worker strike. We will pay them off. All right, what a nice way to start an episode. Okay, we are upgrading salvage depot. We are building oil because we are using a lot of oil, and we're going to be using more when I turn up that generator. We are building more salvage. We built the airbase that we need, and I think I will get a recon plane in here. So we have enough metal, I think. Raise formation. I need a new air produce. Yep, right here's fine. Raise formation. Okay, if I was in here, I just want to double check. I'm not crazy, right? None of these are going to come off of that. They're going to come off of independence. And these, we want our recon. Motorcycle machine. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I was correct. We needed the OHQ in order to see them. I kind of wish they would show up here and then have a warning that you needed a air OHQ to recruit them. Okay, so they want 30 planes for not that much, if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and raise that. Okay. And they'll need a turn to get themselves sorted, but we should be able to recon these guys from that. We might also be maybe close enough we could get some eyes on this problem. Speaking of this problem, we do have enough soldiers to at least kind of sort of recruit another one. Do I have the logistics? I would want an OHQ, and frankly, I would want one of our MG Infantry 2s. We have basically enough for it. I'm just going to do it. And that'll make sure they can't get inside that city if they want to be spicy. All right, we're rushing that way with the, what are you, the 4th? With the 4th. Head over that way. Okay, you... Okay. I want them to see me coming and know that this is not okay. I also noticed... Yeah, we're going to be out of... Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do those reinforcements yet. Okay, okay, I can't move into this hex with those guys, but I could move with him. That's awkward. Okay, I'm just gonna let that be. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus we have this rocket launcher guy. What are you rocking? Okay, no posture. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna see if we can start maybe working this very, very, very lightly. Okay, you move up. You move up. Oh. Okay, I'm glad I did it in that fashion. Okay, we may just chill here for a turn. We need some reinforcements that I cannot afford because we need to do other things. Okay, and then everyone's favorite game, Babel making city borders. But the sooner I do this, the less I have to fiddle with it later. So now in this direction, I don't really care that much. I guess we'll be in charge down to the mountains. Something like that, maybe. And that can be under your peripheral. This will matter for who's doing prospecting roles. Okay, there you go. And then... Okay, get me off of that. Select this zone, zone border. I want them to soak up this side. Again, is this super duper important? No, not really, but it keeps things feeling kind of neat. To me, at least. Take that, take that. And I think I'm also going to put you in charge of that. There we go. Okay, cool. That makes me feel good. We have new meadows. I did not rename that. That's just what it came as. We finished the truck station. I am relatively poor, but I am going to just immediately invest in the worker apartments. That keeps my gas station running. That's like the little shack out back that the gas attendant guy owns, I guess. Get that up and running. That also will give us the chance to get our rare minerals over here, which not great, only 5k, but it's better than nothing. We also have a weathered machine. Interesting that says weather station on the map, but it's actually, I guess it is weather station here, but it says weathered machinery down here. It's a research bonus. That's, I mean, it's better than nothing for sure. I assume we're going to need a governor for that next turn. I'm sure we don't have one. We'll start recruiting people next turn. All right, let's do aspiring into this. See if that'll help. As a nation, I think we're gonna war game. Well, I'm gonna put a new guy in charge next turn. Let's cabinet retreat then.
Acknowledged.
Keep people happy for me. Okay, ammo is going up, but not stellar. I do not like that we don't even have one turn of heavy fighting supplies, so we're just gonna go chill again. Where's my MG unit from here? Didn't I have an MG unit? I didn't bring him down here, did I? Awkward. That's GR, that's not him. Okay, another thing I need to do, I need something here. We cannot just let people land and walk into cities completely unopposed. Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a quick turn, just some shuffling around. Let's roll it. Okay, turns rolling over here. I wish I could see those sea monsters do some attacks on those people on land. That would be very nice in my opinion. I don't know. It always feels like they're not fighting as hard against the AI as they do against me, that's for sure. Okay. Very quiet. I'm fine with that. Spooters want to just rearrange. I'm also fine with that. I still do want to get that assault gun built, but I think our metal situation is such that that's not happening anytime soon. I think the ammo factory comes first, and I think the railroad probably comes second unless the situation changes. Okay, we did meet our goal that we set. Our word score was getting really bad. Okay, we're up to solid because of that, but this is a nice little, like, I'm gonna call it a loyalty bonus to people. If you have a good word score, definitely worth trying to do. It really is. Okay, I'm happy enough with the budgets unless we're overfunding. So let me look at Economic Council. Actually, let's look at the military. Research received 180, more than the optimal amount, been reduced by 39. Okay, so how about the Econ Council? What I want is this bit. We gained 21 research points. Okay, you are not oversaturated. So, it's because they're splitting it more ways. So this Military Research Council, I think we're gonna knock a few points off of this. Let me just freeze everybody. All right, who's gonna be the winner? Who gets some more? Air Force could be useful, Applied could be useful. A little extra political points wouldn't be terrible. Staff Council, I have a lot of stuff I'd like to get out of Staff Council. Maybe Staff Council gets to benefit for now, or maybe we pump a little more econ. This has the prospecting in it. Maybe that's the play. We'll give that like, let's do 17, let's do 18. And then I'm really hemming and hawing about this. Okay, we'll take 2 more off of it. All right, we'll take that down to 10 and we'll see if that gets rid of the waste. I don't like how much we're losing to the soft cap there. It's just throwing away points. Economic Council, no changes there. Misbehavior by troops due to intoxicants. Okay, strictly limit the amount of time they can spend outside the barracks. Yeah. That is worth a lot of commerce points too. Okay, new governor. Neither one of these are stellar. Neither one of those are stellar. Let's go ahead and we'll bring in a court manager.
Aye, aye, sir.
I feel like these cards are also being affected by our democracy score. I feel like that shouldn't be the case if it is. I feel like these shouldn't be, since we're pulling them in from a different organization. A Cap 2 at 33, he is very young. He likes commerce. He'd be fine. So Mark is fine. We could pull in 2 civilians.
Order acknowledged.
Another Cap 2, even better. He actually has 40 int.
Order acknowledged.
33 on a Cap 3. Is 7 intelligence worth an entire cap? I'm gonna say no. I think it's better to have this. He's also a community leader, which isn't terrible. I believe he's gonna focus in on admin, apparently some Diplo, and some investigation. All stats they'll use. So Ace, I think, gets to be governor. And here he is. So suitability is 11. They liked Harry, and it was mainly based on this, if I had to guess. And maybe his slightly higher admin. I'm gonna go with the higher cap, though, I think, here. And still just be sad about it. All right, Air Commander. So this is gonna be war. So 32, 32, 29, 32. You guys are unaffiliated. You're a merchant society. What's your history? Community leader. Adventurer. You know what? Let's pull in a military guy. See if we get lucky. A Cap 1. How about a second one? A Cap 2 with 35 war. All right, Laura. Look at it. She's already aerodynamic. She was born to be the leader. Laura, you're in. You're in, Laura. New commander for the MGs. Okay, Cap 1. Okay, Cap 2 with 32 war. Mark, you're in.
Roger that, sir.
All right, and you know what? While we're here, leaders. Do we have any 0 retirement? Man, I wish these would stay in order. My poor little brain can't handle it when they're shuffling around. All right, who was the super bad? Was it you? No. Was it you? Yes.
Order acknowledged.
We failed.
Order acknowledged.
We failed. Okay, difficulty was 21. I shouldn't have rolled the second one because a D20 can't roll 21. I am going to try to get rid of this clown, though. I will hit him with a bronze. Yeah, get out of here. All right, the other guy is less annoying. I can wait on him, I think. Okay, I do feel like I probably have enough ammo for a single turn if I needed to. We are up to recycle 2, though. I think we're just going to go... We're going to keep pushing this. Go up to recycle 3. So I need 2 machines.
Yes, sir.
Workshop. I'm actually going to make ours 4. Because I'm going to go do the same thing over here if it's done. It's not done yet, but it will be soon. Okay, I'm just gonna let that chill. All right, my beautiful aircraft. I need to remind myself what your button is. Air recon. That was not the right button. There. Air recon.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay. 141. So since we played with aircraft last time, there was a bug fix which resulted in quite a lot of nerf for that. So we'll try this actually attacking a stack and see if that's better, or we're gonna need more planes. More planes may be necessary. Yeah, that was not stellar. Okay. I think we're gonna probe attack this. We are probably losing buggies if I do, but I think I'm okay with that. Just please don't kill everybody. What did I say?
Require support.
Okay, I don't love those results, but I hope I will love these results. Do it. Excuse me? There we go. Ranged attack. Yeah, we started with enough. Oh, wow. Counter battery got me. We started with enough recon to actually see. Wow. I'm actually pretty shocked about that. All right, but that will have knocked their readiness down some. Not entranced with those results. All right, but ends justify the means. Let's find out. We're gonna make an attempt at this. I do need them to retreat if at all possible, or die. I mean, that's fine too. All right, we did take out several tanks. And the reason that was so important is that's their port. Okay, I'm gonna reinforce that. All right, hopefully we can hold there. I think. Okay, you come here and in there. All right. Now that should mean that they're gonna starve if they don't drop another port. We also have, what are you? Okay, you're aquatic. Betongia. Aquatic sizable top predator. It resembles a squid. It's 1 meter long. Its chemistry is water carbon based and it's an oxygen breather. It's an aquatic intimidator apex predator. It has the following feats: Entangler, Absorption, Regenerator, Social Swimmer 3. Okay, so being aquatic should mean he's not allowed on land. And frankly, his stats aren't even scary if he was. But that does mean I don't need to worry about these hopping onto land. So that's at least something. Okay, here. I really want that hex. I think I'm going to chance that. Cool. Okay. You. If I was to do this, well, that would be better. Going from 2 angles gets us a little bit of a bonus. Okay, they got a lot of hits in, but didn't get any kills. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, they pulled back over here, which is perfect. I'm not gonna chance pushing my luck until you arrive. Okay, keep pushing on that. I am very happy that they pulled back there. I guess we have this next set. I mean, the 4th can deal with that. I suppose they're already there. Let's start marching this way. Nothing like a little jungle march to, you know, get the troops used to it. All right, and replenishments. We have 1,000 troops. We need 400 here. Then I would like my buggies. Then I would like my artillery probably. Our artillery probably could be last. We need 1 MG. And then we need a bunch of RPGs. This is because we couldn't produce the whole thing, and we still can't produce the whole thing. Kind of slow roll that out, but that's okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait. I don't know how much ammo we need to send out. These guys still could use some reinforcements. Let's continue pushing here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Especially since we might be able to give ourselves some air support. Yeah, I think I would rather concentrate on this. And then we're going to need another small air base up here. That's about 10 away. Okay, you still need troops, but I don't have any. We did finish the oil, which I am very happy about. Are you admin straining? Okay, paid worker point, all upkeep cost, did full upkeep, logistics points. Okay, it's just done now, but I'm not seeing anything that's telling me that we're having problems. So I'm going to assume that we are correct, and it is as the bird flies here, not as the road goes. So good to know on that. Good to know on that. At the home front, right, we finished recycler. We're building more recycler. As our metal goes up and up and up. Oh, I didn't do my peripheral. As our metal goes up and up and up, we'll get that ammo thing. We just can't afford it yet. All right, let's go ahead and roll that. Okay, we did hold through at least one attack. I do really hope that means they're just going to starve to death. That would be glorious for me, frankly. Yeah, this is so hard terrain to work in. Jungle wants no vehicles. My open area wants motorized. My kind of can be ice and snowy area really wants treaded vehicles. So I have kind of like everything is needed. I guess one motorized group might not be too bad. Because I'm just thinking like, okay, we finish this group off, I start leaving, and then they land here. Like, what am I gonna do? Okay, we killed 900 infantry, 30 motorized, 70 tanks, and we lost 200 infantry. I have a feeling that my RPGs were very useful there. Hey, we did get that new zone down there. The Jaeger. That's our airplane. Okay, so we do currently own the zone. We do have them surrounded. They do look like they're probably starving, just based on those numbers I'm seeing. Okay, we'll look at you in a minute. Decisions first. I don't think we need anything in here until we get new stuff. Sabotage in the new place. Pay him out.
Wilco.
Charismatic Union Chief in Rostock. Okay, we could ask him to help reduce unrest. Easy roll. I think I will. Yeah, roll was 90, difficulty was 40. I'm not sure if that actually helped or not. Okay, new governor. Now, here's the thing. I don't think we want this place, right? They built a port. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you know, the port's not a bad building. It does have food. And probably don't need the airbase here, but there's some other stuff. All right, let's take you. Dirt road, hook you in. Okay, I need to do it from this side. You always have to build from the side that connects your SHQ. Okay, now you're connected. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to close this zone and merge it into South Sea Town. So, Harry, I'm gonna have you give it a try. So you can currently be governor. Oops. Rostock wants to be a minor city. An upgrade Big Town Rostock. Ask me later. I think we have enough buildings we still need in there that that's not really going to do anything for me. Okay, we will not probably have enough ammo if I launch another attack this turn, so we're going to chill on that. My recon. I need to remember what the actual button is. Does that tell me why? Okay, let's try this different this time. Let's actually recon here.
the sky.
Now, I don't think they have anything that can shoot me. Yeah, we're good. Okay, and that still only gave me 239 recon points. So we need probably a second set of planes, because the ideal is we want to get to 400. 400 is what we really want. I do think I will recruit another set. Well, or... No, I do think I will recruit another set. We have... Well, hold on. No. Let's get this first. So we need 200 more here. We need a light armor. We have the machine guns. We need 600. I'm noticing that we did not get a lot of this deployed. And that's because of logistics. I can just straight up tell you. God, you're so expensive. You're so expensive to shoot. I don't even think I'm going to produce any of those yet. Let's just wait. We're not even going to be able to ship it for anytime soon. All right, so up here, you move in. All right, see if we can keep pushing on this a little bit. Okay, couple losses, a few losses. Okay,
Requesting backup.
don't love that. Yeah, I should probably have held off on that. We'll get some recon on that before we went in. Okay, over here, what are the odds that I could just take this? And they are good. You push into that.
No problem.
Beautiful. Yeah, we got plenty of IP. Sealed road. Yep. Now this is going to be the crapper place where we have this road that goes along the coast. Scenic and deadly. At some point, we're probably going to have to like drill our way through right here to have a second safer supply line. But this is like 10,000 IP. like legitimately like 10,000 IP to get through there. I wish we had a further tech past geotech. I wish we had like tunneling or something. That would be a little easier on that. Okay, beyond that, I probably also should connect here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Give me a sealed road, and I want to do exactly that. Again, just getting redundancy built into the system. Okay, before I do anything else, let's play our peripheral mining card over here so I don't forget. So zone, peripheral mining. Friendly zone city has a mine that can be extended. Will allow you to increase the reserves in a mine, but in exchange for reducing the mining level. All right, no whammies,
Aye, aye,
go.
sir.
I don't think I probably targeted the correct line. Okay, good. It happened to be the right place. That could have been a bit of an oops. Okay, strategies, private investment. Yes, we want you in our new zone over
Aye,
here.
aye, sir.
That is absolute garbage, Archer. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Okay. Let's go talk about that in a cabinet retreat. And then you think about what you did. You think about what you did, and then you come back to us and let us know how you're going to fix that. Okay, this is looking okay. Yeah, I think the lines are pretty static. I don't want to do any more attacking because of ammo problems. Metal is getting there. I think when this finishes, it's ammo factory time. Go ahead and roll that turn. I haven't really heard much from the naval people either. I'm very disheartened that we spent all that time building up Artemis. We thought they were doing well, and then they got just absolutely rolled by whichever one it was. And we got no returns because they just all died. And when we went to bid into the next one, instead of being like 3,000 or 4,000 that we'd been paying, it was like 10,000 to buy a share. I think we failed all 3 times we tried to bid on shares, including at least one high roll one like that. Very disappointing. Also, I should have probably counted if this is within one railroad. I bet you it is. I think we decided one railroad goes 40 hexes for a tier 1 railroad. I hope that's the case. It doesn't have to do that. I mean, we could have a station like here, which is a little bit closer, but it wouldn't be ideal. Industrial accident, revolution, 83 democracy, civil society, helicopter engine, solar energy efficiency. That is a pretty good one to do. We may grab a little bit of that. Private investment. Okay, let's do that actually before I forget. So this is going to be the Applied Science Council. I'd like you to research some solar energy efficiency. One thing to remember about that council, they will do it forever, and it's a linear tech that gets exponentially more expensive. So the early stuff is cheap and effective, and the late stuff is effective but expensive. So it's kind of worth doing some and then move on to do something else. Like get that low-hanging fruit, unless there's like a real big reason that you must do it right now. Airplanes benefit a lot from those techs. Okay, leader salaries, no changes. We're not having any problems. Workers are being harassed. Investigate who's doing it. We know he's not going to succeed on that. Okay, industrial accident in Kracken. Christina's given us a call. We haven't checked in with her since we appointed her. How are you coming along? Yeah, she's getting there. This is a cap 4 for you, though. When we brought her in, she didn't have very many skills, and look at her now. 44 agriculture, 49 admin, 63 investigation. This is why I really feel that your cap people, unless it's an absolutely vital council, they're just so much better as governors. They just use so many skills, and being cap, they're going to be able to efficiently level up all the different things that they need. All right, full support. She still failed, barely. 50, 102. Okay, yep, she'll get there. She'll get there. She hasn't been in place for that long. Okay, orders here. You can have emergency food. I'm gonna give you a 1 credit budget. I'm gonna pay you so you don't go like insane, but we don't want this zone. So we're gonna confirm those orders. Okay, Ghostport mine extension. Okay, somebody built an oil mine apparently somewhere, or an oil thing. That's okay. What we care about is the metal mine. Difficulty is only 76. I'm guessing that's based on the difficulty or the ease of mining being so high. So let's extend it. So 33,310. Okay, I did a better prospecting roll than the governor. Critical success. 16,317 metal reserves. We lost 1 ease of access. That's a fine trade. Alien natives threaten us. I didn't even know that we were bordering alien natives. Is that over here suddenly? Well, we're not paying them, I'll tell you that. Who are we? Oh, is it you? No, that's the hunters that landed on me though. That's really good information because I can actually target that zone. Let's go ahead and send in spy rings.
Copy that. Copy that.
Yeah, please take care of that. Okay, we have no ammo left, so we are going to have to chill this turn. We did finish the construction there. I am going to follow through with the promised ammo factory. 750, yeah, we can afford this. We have to be a little cheap on our metal elsewhere, but we can do that. I do feel this will be a fine investment. Mining, metal mining facility 2.
Copy that.
And where's this oil place here? Is it just, even though I'm not mining this? Truck station. Domes. No, actually, give me the zone. I don't know why that says it would target oil. My reading of that card was it had to have a mine on it. We're not currently pumping the oil. I do not know. Okay, but the other thing we wanted to do here was a zone card. And we're going to try to hit Motherlode here. Must be played on a friendly zone. Must be played on a zone with a city. Must have a mining operation with mining ease below 9. We should be at 7 currently. Yeah, 7. Improve ease of mining in a random mine in the selected zone. So we have a 50-50 that we hit what we want here. Maybe you could manipulate this by doing some zone shenanigans. I'm not going to, but if I was desperate, I would take all the mines out of the zone except for the one I really, really want. So target me. Go sport. Go. I mean, at mining operations, +1 level mine at St. Mard. Okay, that's what we wanted, actually. Beautiful. We're back up to 8 and we're 16,000 metal richer. Cool. That's exactly how I wanted that to happen. Okay, and I can't attack anybody because we have no ammo. We have points left. The thing is, if I transfer this port right now, it's going to cause unrest in South Seatown because there's going to be enemy forces nearby. I think we're just going to chill on that. Yeah, I think we're just going to chill on that. Let's go ahead and roll the turn. No, I still have points left. We have a bunch of crap leaders, don't we? That I zooped up. Give me the reserve pool. No, we don't. Okay. We do have medals of merits, and quite a few of them. Do we have anyone who needs a medal? Anyone feeling like they need a gold star today? Come see me if you need a gold star. You do. Here you go, buddy. Be happy. Let's just turn that frown upside down. Yeah. You be a happy little MG Infantry 2 leader. Hey, you also. Oh, it's Simba. He's a faction leader. He's gonna be so hard to get rid of. He's gonna be so hard to get rid of. What are the odds that we actually could? If we went with like a golden retirement. Do we have one? We do. 1,000 credits. Silver would be 500. All right, let's try a bronze. I just want to see what his difficulty is. Simba. Oh, he has to be in reserve pool to do it to him. Okay. Bonus did not move the needle enough last time. Man, I hate that. Okay, let's also scrap. Blame it on the vodka. Somebody asked why not play those on people we're going to get rid of. I should have done it before I got rid of the card, but it'll say like the head injury one is targets one of your high charisma leaders. You don't get to target who it hits. If it did, I'd hit Simba in the head with that. But it's going to be like my cap 4 person who gets hit with it. So maybe if you had somebody who was really good, but you were going to get rid of or retire, maybe that would be a point where I would use it. Beyond that, though, I just never see that happening. Okay, 7th light, and we want to hit the tanks.
Wilco.
Let's get those aid trucks in there. And we still have 2 fate points. Okay, again, none of these are particularly great. Maybe lab leak, maybe we could handle that, especially if you built up a whole bunch of hospitals. No. Let's roll that. All right, I am happy to see them not immediately just dropping another port. I am not happy that I don't have the ammo to drive them back into the sea while they're this weak. I am also annoyed that these miners landed. I didn't think that miners would do that, but I obviously stand corrected. Okay, that's probably their city location where the ruin is. What a nice little island for me. I would love to get that. I bet you if we could get like 1 infantry squad supported by like 1 or 2 auxiliary tanks, we could totally take that. We can kind of check that by how hard these guys are. If these guys are pushovers, maybe we could make it work. Maybe. But again, we need ammo before that becomes a reality too, I suppose. Unknown unit moves. Yeah, they sure do. Okay, Squiddy boys, we're pretty confident that both of those are those aquatic things, so I'm not going to be so stressed about those two. Okay, completed metal soil filtration. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We finally figured out the heavy. Civ level weighs to 9. All right. First of all, get me the Military Research Council call. Focus. We want no discovery focus. Just go back to getting full points. The Economic Council. I did say we might need this, but frankly, it's going to be so long before we would. Let's no target it and just full discover for a minute. A minor worker strike, pay them off. Okay, then give me the military guy on the phone. Research. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, builders. The reason it didn't say they had new side skirts was because I discovered side skirts and I did not research side skirts. Hence, we did not add side skirts to our tanks. All right, well, combat armor first. Oops. The downside to recording multiple days apart, I suppose. That's all right. It's not the end of the world. We did roll better stats, even though we had no field testing or anything. I'm going to try to hold out for another turn worth of ammo before we get spicy here. 2 turns on the ammo factory. We are having some pop problems. You know what? We're still having pop problems in our capital, and I absolutely hate that. We're extreme civ, so I can't really do much more to pull people over. We could build some more apartment buildings. I think we are going to play Boomtown here. One I don't generally play very often. Yeah, Boomtown in the capital.
Yes, sir.
4,000 pop, and weirdly enough, do it again. 5.5. So there's an extra almost 10,000 people into the city. Hopefully that will help. Okay, elsewhere, move. Okay, we fought these guys before. These were the little like tribal dudes that we were like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Yeah, they are just begging to be conquered. The Spooters retreated. They would, the cowardly Spooters. I will take the land. I'm not entirely sure they're actually gone from over here. I'm gonna circle this guy. No, I'm just gonna circle. Okay, we're half the way through building more apartments. I'll build that road next turn. Okay, no, I think that's fine. All right, we have a lot of political power. Commercial zone. Really, this is the hot spot to be right now
Copy that.
because I'd like to get them to size 3 so that I can up the mine.
Affirmative.
1,800 credits, okay. I think I'd like to do that yet again. Private investment there.
Aye, aye, sir.
210. With that roll, I'm used to getting like at least 1,000 here, so I'm a little confused about that. We got a lot of points left. Let's war game. Let's cabinet. And I think we're gonna save, and next turn we'll try maybe a Mission Impossible. Get our fate points back. Okay, I don't want to waste fuel by reconning something I'm not going to attack, so I think we're going to wait on that. All right, let's run it. Yeah, these are so quiet turns at the moment. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, aka the next naval invasion. This also really probably should have a defensive unit sitting on it. So should my capital. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, this just screams decap me. Somebody lands here, cuts this road. Literally the rest of my island starves to death. Game over in a couple turns. That would be rather awkward. I really should have an MG unit there. It's so hard though. You're always just, at least I always feel like I'm just like scrounging for troop numbers. I guess we could take our other big city down here and maybe start grabbing 500 from them also. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm really feeling, okay. I was just talking about geotechnics. We really could use that tech. Before I get sidetracked, let's do that. You guys, you also need to be incorporated. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to grow up, 5 Kron. Albert, get on the line. Okay, so 0.004 is what they're paying the private economy. So we're paying just fine here. We're investing that, that's fine. Give me 500 recruits. Yes. Okay. Here, get me Ace on the line. New Meadows is a fine name. Let's give you 5 credits. Allow emergency food. We're going to unincorporate you while we build. That'll make them not have to pay taxes, and that'll help chill out and grow a little bit easier. Yeah, they're working on it. Okay, I probably could do 1 attack this turn, especially if I don't use my artillery. Okay, let's see what this is gonna do. Just the assault units, please. Okay, I don't see any of their tanks, at least not here. Okay, that was very nice. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. You. I think you're just gonna chill here. I'm having a really hard think about that. Okay, other decisions? Big town, no. The Parliament and your subjects are eager to hear about your short-term priorities. Soldiers up to 15% of our population. That's not a good goal to have. You want lots of soldiers and for them to be a small percentage of your population. I guess I'll do that because that's the only one we're vaguely working towards, even if it's tangential.
Understood.
Alien natives want an official peace treaty. Okay. Laminar territory. I need to actually know what you are. Okay. The answer is no. Well. Is it no? Maybe we take that peace treaty. It's right here in the way. If we take the peace treaty and then we get them to like us and then get them added in, saves me a whole bunch of jungle warfare. I do have Xeno cards that we can play. Yeah, Diplo. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Yes.
Understood.
Okay, then we got a lot of points. First of all, I do want to do a Mission Impossible.
Order acknowledged.
Successful roll, 2 fate points. Beautiful. Okay, then miners target that zone with a... Oh, we can't send the big team. Let's just hold off. We have 4 of those. Let's just hold off and do big chunks at them. I'm not in a super hurry. Okay, and you need to rotate up the line some. You too. Okay, you build me a dirt road. I'm going to do it to here because at some point I'm going to want that anyways. And then that hopefully will be close enough to supply him. We do know this thing's amphibious. Let's get those guys. Yeah, I'm going to come and circle this. Okay, you guys... I am really concerned about that capital. I'm going to group... We're going to march these to the capital. I built them for this emergency. It's okay. I'm stressing about this a little bit. The more I think about this, the more I'm just waiting for somebody to land and finish me off. And what a sad end to the Kraken were that to happen. Yeah, let's roll that. All right, I will note, if this was me starving, I feel like my troops would have already been dead. This amount of turns. Unless there's another port in there that I just didn't notice him dropping. Man, getting those spiders out of that mountain area is going to be a bear or two. Airstrikes. I really do think airstrikes are the answer. If we could get an airport up here too, I think some of those rocket planes that we designed would probably be worthwhile. We could use them both to defend up here and to attack down there. Probably worth our time. Okay, it's thinking. Okay, we suffered no losses. Light Armor Infantry Army. Ooh. Okay, another one I like quite a bit, I think. If this is the troops are mechanized, or no, these would be troops are motorized. My favorite would be the mechanized troops, but we're getting there. Because that gives them the same treaded movement that the tanks have, which will be faster than them marching. Also raises the armor thickness average, so you get that caliber bonus against getting shot. Okay, we have enough ammo. I'm pretty comfortable attacking again. Let's hold on. I should use. I went through all the trouble of getting some recon. We should use the recon. Do it.
Birds are in the sky.
201, 246. Okay, they did have an MG in this group, so he did get to take a shot at it. Okay, so I do need a second group of these to get to 400. 400 recon is really the sweet spot. That's where you at least see every unit that's there. I'm gonna bring the tanks in. Go.
Move out.
Into the sea with ye.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. I will accept that. And find some more greens. Yeah, just set myself up for next time. These greens are doing really well. This rush posture is really sweet. The minus 20 defense, I don't want these guys defending anyways, so I do not hate that. And then pairing that with a group that would be, that's not you, like you. So an MG group that is in defensive posture, quite nice. I would much rather have that extra AP than a little bit of attack. That is so nice. That's kind of what helps the Blitzkrieg. Part of it is just having that bonus AP is so powerful. So powerful. We might be able to wipe these guys out next turn. Oh, and they did drop another port. Well, I could have taken that thing that wanted me to conquer a city for once. Okay, X Lee wants portraits in schools. Okay, she's my aerodynamic commander of the Air Force. We're gonna take the mind though. Mind is pretty hard to get. Demand for the BP production to reach 810. That is an awful lot more bureaucratic points. And I don't really have a city. I don't think I have a city who can do that at the moment. So no, that was a reasonable request, Simba, but I just can't do it. No changes here. Okay, now we could. Now, here's one mistake I've made in the past. Okay, I want to go upgrade my MGs again. Oh, here's the MGs. I want to upgrade them. No, that's the original MGs. My new ones are down here. They cost 1,600 to upgrade. What would I do for an upgrade? Probably add some man pads to this. So anti-air infantry. So we're going to keep saving. That's probably what I'm going to do with this group. Especially on this planet. There's just no way I'm going to lug artillery or tank destroyers around on foot or by wheel with this group. So we're going to postpone. Still pretty happy about that though. All right, very happy about that conclusion. Okay, again, if I attack here, do it. These ones are not the bad ones. These are like the light troops or whatever. I don't know. But these are the pretty killable, not very killy ones. It's those thick boys that start causing me problems. Man, if only I could get there and maybe get some encirclement going. Okay, over here, I didn't kill that truck, so maybe they did, or maybe it's right here. Either way, you do not have a stance on. I think we're gonna make a play on this. This one's gonna be maybe painful in the mountains. No, it's not. Okay, now that we kind of have a border over here, we just need to find it. To that end, we'll bring the sealed road up. Yeah, just like that. Oh, that's the stuff of nightmares. I can just imagine all those naval landings. You... Alright, we almost have the surround here. You guys are group moving. We're just gonna march them where they need to be. Upgrading the mine. We have 2 turns and we are out of machines. Oh no, I wonder how many turns I've been sitting on 0 machines for that.
I'm on it.
Awkward. All right, let's make 4 machines for them. South Sea is not doing anything. We have Extreme Civ here, so I don't need to worry about that. We have a whole bunch of health points for some reason. We don't have enough worker housing. We don't seem to be having problems, though. I think I'm going to let that be. Okay, here. If we gave them some education, we'll go. We already have extreme level, though. Yeah, so places that are not extreme are the places that need something. And they really need security and education and entertainment. What are you guys doing? Not enough. Why? Because you have 9,000 debt. Why? Because you're upgrading the oil. I'm fine with that. You can have it. I actually prefer they take that than the salvage. Okay, let's get in. Let's do something for them. Step 1, Mission Impossible.
Acknowledged.
1 fate point. Step 2, private investment over in 5 Kron.
Aye, aye, sir.
7,615. Much better. I wonder if this is scaling off of population. Maybe that's what's causing those weird numbers that I was getting. There's just not enough people there. Okay, that did not even clear out their debt, though, so I'm actually going to do a second one.
Aye, aye, sir.
There you go. That should clear out their debt and get the wheels greased, as it were. Okay, then this one feels like it's not as population dependent.
Affirmative.
Yeah. And we are only getting that card, I believe, because we are getting that from a faction. So, faction cards, as you can see here, depends on what your profile is. So we can get the democracy, we can get the commerce, and we can get the mind. So let's just take a second and take a look. So we cannot get this yet. Engaged politicians is the political aid truck. We don't really care about that, frankly. Open politics is the local referendum. We do need to try that. I still don't understand what necessarily that card's going to do. Curiosity gets us the zoo project. Free market gets us the commercial project. So this is entertainment. I think both of those are entertainment. Democracy 80, civil society gets us civil delegation. We haven't looked at that yet. Commerce 60 is investor backing. That's a nice card. If that's working the way I think that those 2 cards are working. Let's go take a look. That's going to be under here. Okay, civil society. I don't think I've ever been this high in democracy. Call to Rebellion 2. Send agitators and propaganda to sow discontent with their masters. Yep. The problem is those are really hard to actually get them off. We haven't even rolled one, but we do have a Call to Rebellion 1. Maybe let's get some more spies. Can we do you yet? No, we sure can't. All right, give me some more spies over there. And okay, let's roll this turn. We are kind of running out of time here. I went a little long. That's okay. I'm just having too much fun. I only have so much time to record during the week, and yeah, I'm still really enjoying this playthrough. As much as I am annoyed by these just constant landings, I feel like if we had the maritime trade company in our pocket, we'd at least be warned that they were doing it rather than getting blindsided like we are. So maybe we need to look at playing some more maritime trade house cards and see if we can make something happen. My worry is we just don't have the credit income to buy any shares, which is really kind of like, it's kind of like square one. Like you have to pay to play to get in on that. And if they're all throwing around 10,000 credits like it's nothing as early as they were able to do that, how am I supposed to compete with that? So I don't know. That's a little iffy. Okay, everyone's bouncing around like they're crazy. We have killed a decent amount of those spiders, I will say. Okay, no losses or anything. Medium aircraft, okay. Rocket engine. We do not need rocket engines on this planet. That's like the absolute least efficient thing you can do. And some decent cards. Okay, I am going to have to call it there, though. I am kind of out of time, so we will have to stop, despite having so much fun. We got our recon planes. We got to use them some. We are going to toss them back into the sea yet again. This will be his second time tossed out. Ditto with this guy, actually. I think these were the modern-day Vikings that attacked me before. So we're getting somewhere. Another nice step would be if we could set up a transport contract. I feel like we could definitely dominate this. How many people are up here? That right here is 82,000, or this zone is 82,000. Got any assets? They sure do. And I mean, that's no less defendable than any of my other coastlines, frankly. So yeah, that would be nice to grab. Let's finish this one up by just taking a peek at the victory points. I need to get into a better habit of showing this off. So we are in second place, about the same pop, just less land. So that's not a bad place to be. We've had one person get eliminated, and actually the guy that we're fighting is not looking healthy. He's not looking healthy at all. So I like that. Maybe this will be the last time we have to throw him out. That would be quite nice. And we know where Horn is. That's the one to our west. He may be one I just ignore for the time being. The reason being, he's gonna really struggle to get over here, hopefully. And if I could just ignore him, although he is inching his way towards me, there's not that much stuff here, and it's really bad terrain. I guess once we have the tectonic thing, we could drill through here a little bit easier. But still, this is like fighting over Italy or something. It's going to be painful, that mountain range that's in there. Okay, Krakens, I really do have to call it. I'm rambling at this point. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like on the video. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back. If you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks. Join me live for a super chat. Check out the Patreon linked on the channel info, or become a member here on YouTube. All right, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to any future comments, giving me some suggestions or strategy discussions. I'm absolutely loving it on this series, and I will catch you in the next one. Krakens out.